Ernest Hemmingway was an American novelist. I am Bharat Kumar Verma. I served as a professor of English for 32 years. I told you first about Hemingway, only one sentence, because he is a person who must be introduced first. Ernest Hemingway was an American novelist, short story writer, and journalist whose simple but powerful prose changed modern literature. See his influence. But why this man Hemingway is very famous throughout the world? It's a question. There are some features of his novels which cannot be forgotten. Hemingway became famous for short, direct writing, and his style was such that sometimes it is very deceptive. It is very simple, but sometimes you feel that it's so simple that it just goes on writing like that. Deep emotional meaning between words. Beneath the simple language, there is actually deep meaning. He wrote stories about war, courage, love, loneliness, and finally, death. Adventurous personal life. He always believed in adventure and involved in adventure without any sort of fear. He influenced generations of writers around the world, both for his style and the content of his books. The important books of Hemingway's are, actually one is better than the other. The Old Man and the Sea is considered to be the greatest novel Hemingway had ever written. It was considered for his Nobel Prize. An aging fisherman, a small summary I am going to give. An aging fisherman struggles heroically with a great marlin in the sea, a type of fish, rather large. Then the next novel is A Farewell to Arms, a tragic wartime love story set during World War I. Then the next novel is For Whom the Bell Tolls. This is about war again, sacrifice and love during the Spanish Civil War. Then the next is The Sun Also Rises, a portrait of the lost generation after World War I. Then the next book it's not a novel, it's a study of bullfight, which he loved. Death in the Afternoon has a philosophical angle also. A philosophical exploration of Spanish bullfighting courage, and mortality. Hemingway's style. Hemingway believed most emotional meaning should remain beneath the surface, like the hidden part of an iceberg. He had very clear ideas about what English language should be. His styles uses short sentences, plain vocabulary, emotional restraint, powerful subject. A very powerful combination. His major themes in all his books put together are courage under pressure, war and trauma, dignity of human beings, love and loss, loneliness, death and mortality, nature and endurances. Hemingway's life is very interesting. Served in First World War, reported wars as a journalist, loved fishing and hunting, spent years in Paris and Cuba, won the Nobel Prize in Literature in 1954. The final years were not that good, it was tragic. Physical illness, injuries, depression, mental decline, and finally he died in 1961 in a place called Ketchum. Despite his troubled life, Hemingway remains one of the central figures of modern world literature. The romantic life of such a huge, intelligent, very handsome man like Hemingway should be also very adventurous and interesting. Hemingway's romances were passionate, restless, and often complicated. Love, desire, jealousy, and emotional conflict appear both in his life and in his novels. First marriage was with Hadley Richardson. Hadley Richardson married Hemingway in 1921. They lived in Paris during his early literary years. Their marriage was affectionate, supportive, financially difficult, but emotionally very warm. that emotionally warm compensated the other difficulties. Hadley is often associated with Hemingway's happiest and most innocent years, the first marriage. But Hemingway later became involved with Paul and Pfeiffer, leading to divorce. So the divorce took place, and Hemingway actually the romance continues for such a man. Here we stop Hemingway's first part and will continue Hemingway's other things or the rest of his life in the next coming videos. Thank you for watching.